Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Farming Simulator. We are here in Taheton County, very early in the morning. Just got back in from moving a few things around. We have a new set of equipment that we are trying out, leasing from the dealership as it were. And we're going to use it to do some plowing today, hopefully. Just got the kids sent off to school. If I can get my big butt through here, jeez. So, I'm gonna go out the front door. There we go. Get that shut behind me. Oh, forgot to close the garage doors last night. Oops. So this is part of the equipment that we're gonna be trying out today. This is our plow that we're gonna be using. I've reduced my olive field a little bit, but still something is not working right when I look off in that direction. Because when I'm looking this way, things seem to be doing all right. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on just yet, but yeah, we're still working on it. We gotta get this over to where we actually have our tractor that we're gonna be connecting up to this big boy. Ooh, autosave? Please be autosave. There it is. So we have all but 2 fields completely harvested. And that includes our olives. But in this silo system, that's what we're looking at. That equates out to a little over 6,000 bushels of corn, almost 4,000 bushels of soybeans, and 3,700 bushels of narrow soybeans is what that equates to. But we are going to get this over. I've also gone through and I've expanded our fields out back to what we had them at one point before I had to do a complete rebuild of our farm. So I think part of the issue may be the lights in that shed back there I forgot to turn off. Maybe part of the issue, but oh well. So, if you're not familiar, this is, as you can see here on the side, the WSVS, part of the WSVS pack, which the tractor actually goes around this entire unit that we have on the trailer here. This trailer is specially designed to manhandle and maneuver these pieces of equipment that work with the tractor. And those red dots that you see on the ground, the laser points as it were, are actually where I know to hook up. Because if you look on the side here, you can see our hook system on the trailer itself is actually going through the equipment. Wow, okay. But it connects up to these 2 anchor points, which I believe should connect up onto anchor points onto that tractor. So what we are gonna do this will work. Had to think about that for a second. That is our tractor there. So what we need to do is basically unfold this. And I've been wanting to bring this to the channel for a while, just kind of show it off. However, I don't know if I'm just having an issue with that particular tractor and a mod conflict maybe, but yeah, something just isn't right when I'm trying to drive that by itself. It wants to veer up to the right, so if anyone else is having that issue, just let me know. Or if you think it might be a conflict with a mod or something else. I try to do a little research, but I haven't quite found anything just yet. So we got that unloaded. And as you can see there, those laser points on the ground line up with our hooks. So that kind of helps us get lined up with the equipment. We're just going to bring this guy over here. I do have our normal plow completely redoing, replowing this field, because we did go through and we expanded it out, made things a little bit more our style. Same with this field that had corn in it. So let's hop. Wow, go right through that. There we go. That's what I meant to do. So we do have it in work mode. And as you can see here, we can actually move it into transport mode. It doesn't like to have any kind of equipment on it when you're doing transport mode like this. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead, put it back to the way we need it. And it's just interesting with the way this does its thing. I just never realized that it would be like that. So we basically should have attachment points here to hook into that. So you know what? We're out here. No one's in that house at the moment. We are currently not renting it out. So let's light up the night, or the morning as it were. It's about 20 till 7 in the morning. We'll just come up to here, connect it up. We should be good to go. And my understanding is this does work with helpers, so let's see if we can get a GPS put onto this. Yeah, I'm not even doing anything, and it's trying to go towards the left now. The other mode, it kept wanting to go to the right. And I'm not too concerned about picking up all this stuff off the ground from the corn harvest. It is what it is. So let's go ahead, get our courseplay going, or try to. It's relatively square field. We do have a couple spots where we have those. Let's see here. Could do that. I'll do center. I feel like my dog just squeaked at me. He might have just yawned. It's relatively square field, so should be relatively easy for this to do its thing. Ooh. What I need to do, I need to make sure we throw that on. Not going to be too concerned about returning to starting point, but we will get those to where it raises it late and lowers it early. Again, there are parts that you can see that we've plowed, and that's just getting rid of the old grasslands. I thought about raising up some of these parts of the field that currently have, well, you know, they get water when it rains, but I just find that entertaining. So somebody's blocked by an object. Oh, I wonder if it's the guy going around spreading lime. Ah, it is. Oh. He also needs filled with oil. So we're gonna cheat to get that resolved. And we will get him fixed up so we can keep on going. There we go. Looked like he was spinning there for a while, so there's our motorcycle. There we go. So this is what we can see from our tractor in this. It actually seems to be going pretty well. So is this... It is showing plowed. Okay. Good thing I'm doing this. I didn't realize it actually needed to be plowed. I was just doing it because just to get everything going and everything on the same plane, just like 125. I'm going to be doing that with all these other fields because I have expanded them out. Once we get 123 harvested and 136 harvested, I think we're going to do the same thing with those guys. So this is our olive field. I think I'm going to reduce it down even more, kind of give us a little bit more grassland. This field here that we're currently getting lime spread, I am going to make a grassland, but by doing it and creating it as a field, it will allow me to treat it a little bit better, you know, be able to put proper fertilizer and all that stuff on it, and be able to keep track of that excuse me, a little bit better. So that is how that's looking. Okay, and this is actually giving us a nice cultivated look too, or a plowed look, which is awesome. Yeah, something's going. I don't know what would be causing all the lag that way. And it is set up with all-wheel steer, as you can see. I've just never really used this. I've never really seen any other YouTubers really use this. So it's a little curious to me as to how it truly functions. So I'm glad it's working out in our favor, though. Okay, and it is set up to go around our grasslands that we made. Because this one in particular does have basically it's physical in the game, so you can drive up to it, but you can't drive through it. The other two don't have that attribute. They are there, but you can drive right through them. Actually, it's making quick work of this circle, which is awesome. It's kind of what I was hoping it would do. So we do have a few other toys to use with this. And let's see if we can find the vehicle that's over there. Because we have two pickup trucks with the rest of it. There we go. So we have two headers over here. Two massive headers. As you can see here, this one's a massive flex header. So I can't wait to use that. And we have the corn header that we are going to try to use as well. And it's folded up right now. So yeah, that's about half the size. It'll fold out to be double that. So what we have over here, we have a sprayer. Oh, I'm sorry, a sprayer and a manure spreader. So we get it filled up with manure, it'll spread on the fields. This one is our cultivator. So once we get things plowed up, we'll be able to... I'm probably going to use... I don't know if I want to use the manure spreader, which I probably will. Give that a shot. But we do have the liquid sprayer. As you can see here, that's going to have a massive reach as well. But we're not going to be able to use these on all of our fields, unfortunately, but it is what it is. This piece here is our harvester. Well, harvester attachment. As you can see here, it has a normal harvester head attachment point. So we can use those. And I'm not using the ones that they recommend, just because I think they're a little too small for my thinking. So we went ahead and got the two biggest ones I could find, which are the ones that we have over there on their trailers. And then we have these two. One's a seeder, one's a planter. So these work out just like you would think they would, you know, with all the different plants that or seeds they can put into the ground. So can't wait to use those either. And the nice thing about that trailer that just about all of these. Well, all of these do actually attach because that's how I got them over here. It does have a trailer hitch on the back of it. I thought about getting the not the fifth wheel versions of these, but the ones with the low hitch. But I didn't realize that till after the fact, and these are leased as far as the trailers go and the headers go, so I can't exactly just swap them out. But at least I've got my pickup trucks working for it, so. Nope. So this guy is our regular planter, or plower. You can kind of see that's not our field there, but instead of having a little section down here where it cut out, we just kind of cut down the trees, got rid of the shrubs, and we just decided to plow it straight down. It's not the lowest point, but if we're smart about how we do it, we shouldn't lose too much in terms of dirt, from heavy rainstorms or anything like that. Which I think that was partially the reason why the field was designed the way it was initially. But we'll just have to give it a go and see how it goes. But there was a little creek. There wasn't really any water, and when I was looking at it, a little bit of water that was in there just didn't amount to anything. So we went ahead and filled that in as well, and then we came through and plowed it up, and now we're plowing things again after we got lime spread. So again, because this is still year one for this farm, even though it feels like it really shouldn't be, it is. So we are treating things as such in that fashion. And it's usually a deal of, I don't care if the fields need plowed or not, we're starting the fields off in a nice, clean, fresh slate. Plowing everything up, getting lime spread, just like, nothing was ever there. Just trying to get things back to normal. And then next step I think we're going to do is talk to Paul. I believe he's got a few friends in the area that have animals that we're going to get manure from. So we're going to go that route instead of trying to go through the co-op or the store for fertilizer or anything like that. I think manure is going to be the better option for us. So I'll just have to get in touch with them before anything else goes on. So let's see how he's doing. Don't mind that plow. That was where we had some grass strip growing that I got rid of. Okay, that did plow. Okay. For a second it looked like it didn't plow at first. Yeah, this thing just kind of lights up the night. It's awesome. Yeah, we got this field here to our left that we're staring at, and then one over in the northwest corner of the map. We got those two still left to harvest for this fall. Hopefully we'll be able to get those harvested up here before too long. Why do I have some grass spots in the field? I'll have to figure out what's going on and get those fixed before we come through and plant. Interesting. Maybe that's just something that didn't get tilled in, so oh well. Looks like, wow, this is only going to take 51 minutes, something like that, to get this entire field plowed up. Aside from my experience with just driving the dang thing and it wanting to steer left or steer to, pull to the right on me, this is actually working out pretty well. Can't wait to use the other pieces of equipment with it. And this might end up being a permanent fixture here on this farm. Who knows, maybe I'll work on getting it to some of our other field farms that we work on, do work on. So, okay, it is getting that spot. Just the tire tracks are throwing me off. And it just goes through the, standing water like it's nothing. Granted, it is farming sim, so it's always going to do that, but you know what I mean. I almost want to reduce the width just a little bit, because I feel like it is missing just a little bit on this outside edge. And maybe that's just me, but it's kind of what it feels like. Let's see here if it gets all that. If it does, then I guess it is getting that all plowed in just fine. It just kind of feels to me like where those tires are here on the left, as we're looking at this, that it's not actually plowing where those are. Man, that's a bad glare off that water. But yeah, they could have really screwed up when they made this mod and made it to where you can't see worth a dang. Like, honestly, like some of the big buds, some of those, have quite a bit of lights on them, for the actual farmers that use those in real life. But some of the mods, it's like you can barely see anything. And that's kind of the reason why I don't use big buds. But then again, they are an articulated tractor. And I've never really been a fan of those. They're, at least to me, if I'm actually doing the driving and whatnot, doing the field work, I'm just not the greatest with the articulated tractors. But I'm slowly trying to learn, trying to get at least one per map. I'll put it that way. So. Like I said, the view from this is just amazing. There's no other tractor where I think you can get this kind of view. Well, I say that, but I mean, legitimately, you have nothing, in front of you really. Yeah, you got the equipment here on your right, but as long as you get used to driving offset, it's really not bad at all. Aside from the dust, you can actually see behind the implement. Make sure, you're getting everything taken care of just fine. So, like I said, I know I've mentioned in the past, but the color setup that I have, the dark green and the orange, it's enough of a contrast that I just love it. They are legitimately my two favorite colors anyway. Yeah, I do like kind of like a John Deere green, but this darker green, I think it's the Crone green, if I'm not mistaken. It's more of the color that I love. Man, I got a frog in my throat. I apologize for that. I've been drinking fluids all day, so it's a little bit of a surprise to me. And no, I'm not sick, not to my knowledge. But yeah, so the orange and the dark green, yeah, like I think I mentioned in previous videos where I'm slowly making it work into most of my farms instead of being like just case colors or John Deere colors or whatever. If I can make it into this kind of color setup, that's why the one massive header that you saw recently at the other spot, which I think I'm gonna eventually make all that, bring all that stuff over where those two grain bins are in that area. I think I'll build a barn or at least a shed over there, so that way we can kind of get them out of the elements, or keep them as much out of the elements as possible. Like I said, they are leased right now, so it's not a guarantee that we will be keeping them, but I think we will. If just using the plow as any indicator and just how quickly we're getting through this, yeah. I think while we work on this through the day and hope the rain stays away, we're going to call the video there, guys. So as always, if you happen to like what you see, or if you catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell, of course, will let you know of every single video I post, and not just select few here and there. If you made it this far in my video, guys, I want to say thank you, and I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. And I also hope you all have a very wonderful weekend, and we will catch you in the next episode. So as always, take care. Peace.